That's the mindset that turns you into a coach. We're like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
train until like, I'm like, I hear that and I'm like, God, that sounds heinous. This is Climbing Gold. This is this is way too niche and maybe won't go into our real podcast, but I am curious. So in my home gym, I have a campus board, like normal campus
hmm
board, regulation size. But I've actually been ending all my sessions by campusing on boulder proms on the kilter board, like set
Yeah.
to 45, let's say. And
Yep.
I find it more sport specific, way more
Totally.
fun. And I just love taking problems, so I can just tick like 10 or 12 new boxes at the end of every session and be like, oh, what a pleasure. I'm curious, what's your thoughts on campusing problems versus just campusing?
I
as
think
as a
it's
coach, I'm like, what should I be doing? I know this won't go in a podcast.
I think it's better for sure. I also think hangboarding on boulders with bad holds is probably better than just hangboarding on flat edges. Like grabbing two holds at different heights, different levels, different orientations, and being able to hang those probably translates better to climbing than just hanging on a wooden edge. Just like campusing around on holds that are oriented differently and puts you into interesting positions, causes you to have to decision make and think about your trajectory and all of these other things that translate into climbing better than just going straight up and down on a campus board.
Yeah, I once had an interesting conversation with Babsy,
hmm
and she was talking about projecting sort of at the 9A level, sort of at like near her physical limit and trying really hard. And she was saying that it's not uncommon for her to try projects where she can't do the crux moves at first, which is normal for anybody. But she says that for her, the process is to go up and just basically hang the holds, just try to like
Yeah.
dangle on the crux holds for a session or two. And then she'll find that she can start to like make moves off them and then actually do the moves eventually. And I was like, oh, it's interesting to imagine trying projects where the first time you can't even hold the holds. Like you literally just try to wait where you're like, take and
Yeah.
lower, 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 and take, as you're trying to hang on, like do really bad holds. You're like, oh God.
It's inspiring because it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like we should all be doing that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's
No,
actually
that
one of the things that got me excited about training early on was reading an article. I have a distinct memory of being standing in the gym reading this article when I was a brand new climber about, and I can't remember who it was, some Brit was hanging in a pinky lock that he had found at the base of the crag that was similar to the crux of the route he wanted to do. And he would just practice trying to hang in that pinky lock until he could hang it for like 30 seconds. And then he knew he was ready to send his project. And then he just went up and did it. And I was like, whoa, that's cool. I have to figure out how to do this on my own things.
that's the mindset that turns you into a coach. We're like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
train until like, I'm like, I hear that and I'm like, God, that sounds heinous.